What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Blown Coverage Fantasy Football Podcast. I'm waiverwirequeen. Today's video, we are going to do a live rookie mock draft in one of my 2-quarterback fantasy football leagues. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure your notifications are turned on. And if you enjoy listening to the podcast, we are on Spotify, Apple, Google. We are out here in these fantasy football streets. I'm going to do this mock draft today with a few of my favorite fantasy football league managers, and the Black Hand and Dre. These two come up with the most creative names in fantasy football. Their team names are crazy as hell. I have 2 picks in this draft, and then I don't know how many picks that the Black Hand and Dre have, but they do have some draft picks, and we're going to be getting this mock draft started shortly. My team is in need of a tight end. That is the position that I am lacking in, and I need to start 2 tight ends. I have to start 2 tight ends in this league. So that is one of the reasons why that is a position I should address in this draft. But I don't feel like drafting a quarterback. No, I don't feel like drafting a tight end in the first round is a smart move in this draft. Now, I threw in quarterback because a lot of people are saying this draft class at the quarterback position is weak as hell. I like at least 2 of them. Not saying that they're going to pan out, because you can say that, oh, the draft class is next year or whatever year, and they don't pan out. So you actually have to let them get out there and play. They have to be on a team that's setting them up to succeed, because I don't know about you guys, but Jacksonville is ruining somebody's career, right? Yes. I don't feel like Trevor Lawrence is being set up to succeed long term. Not saying he's not a good quarterback. However, the moves they have made last year and the moves they are making this year aren't smart moves. And I'm hoping that it doesn't come back to ruin his career. I'm sorry. Christian Kirk is not your number 1 wide receiver, and not a wide receiver worth $80 million. I understand you want to spend some money, but you got to be wise. So hopefully they add a wide receiver in this draft. I don't feel like the tight ends on that roster are a long-term solution. So I am hoping that they come away with a tight end in this draft as well. They should have addressed that last year, but again, it's Jacksonville, so anything's possible with Jacksonville. Can't expect them to do anything but mess it up and drop the ball. We're going to get ready to get started. I think I've been doing mock drafts every day. I have 2 leagues that I am in rebuild. One, that rebuild is almost complete. And the other one, my team is a total disaster. My team is a hot mess, and I need help. I have no clue what I'm going to do in this draft. But I know that, again, 1 league, I'm almost there. I'm only a tight end and running back away, which I can identify in this draft and address it. Now, the other league, I am so far away, I don't think it's ever going to be possible. But I do have some players that I identified last year and drafted who are a part of my rebuild, and they were really good moves in this draft. So I'm not mad at what I've done so far, but I still have a long journey to go in that league. I have 14 picks in this draft, and I simply hope that I make the best moves to help my team. 14 picks is a lot of picks, but I'm planning to do some damage. I'm hoping to do some damage. So, and we got, again, Dre and the Black Hand joining us for this mock draft. I will tell you, in this league, again, it's a 2-quarterback league and a 2 tight end league. So it's very important. People are tight when it comes to the tight end position in this league. Quarterback, since it's only a 10 team league, it's not as bad. However, we're waiting for the black hand. So we're about to start since the black hand is ready to begin this draft. Let's go. Hold on, y'all. Black hand is having technical difficulties. He's struggling. Let's see. Gotta get him in. Again, Sleeper app is the app that we use for our Dynasty Leagues as well. So if you are considering starting a Dynasty League, then I would suggest using the Sleeper app because you have a lot. There's a lot that the Sleeper app offers for a Dynasty League. Yahoo, they don't have one, and ESPN, they don't. There are workarounds, but why work around when you can go on a platform that already has everything that you need to start up your Dynasty League? So again, if you are looking to start a Dynasty League, Sleeper app is definitely a great app to start out with. So again, we're waiting for the black hand to get started. Quarterbacks, I have it Willis, Pickett, Matt, and Desmond, and then Sam. I have Sam at 5 in my rookie quarterback rankings. And that's just how it is. Now, the running back position is fairly deep. So if you don't get the top 2, just know that there's some other running backs who can help your team. In my league that I am in complete rebuild, I am taking an approach that most teams take today. And what I'm saying is I plan on not valuing the running back position like some people do in our dynasty leagues that we've been doing. So I feel like I can get a good running back in the second round. That's going to help me in my rebuild. That is what it's going to be. So let's get ready to get it going. We're waiting for the black hand again. So now the top 2 teams in this league, I would say that team number 2, Alex's team, his team is lacking at the quarterback position. So he may end up drafting a quarterback in this draft. And then the individual Byron, who has the first and third pick, he says that he is drafting 2 quarterbacks, which I don't feel that is the right approach, because in this league, they're not going to value quarterbacks the way other leagues do. So you shouldn't be in a dynasty league and treat it the same as you would treat another dynasty league, because you're playing with different players. Obviously, the setup is different and everyone is valuing positions differently. Now, Dre, he loves doing dynasty leagues, and obviously he loves the mock drafts, and he likes to take the longest to pick. Why would he jump in on my pick? So let's go with it. So I'm not going quarterback. I am going to go.
Wow.
With Williams. Let's see. So right here, I do need a running back in here, but I'm not going to go with a running back. I actually like Willis. Now, there are some low-key running backs you can draft in the second round. I like Pickens. I really do. So I'm kind of mad that he took Pickens, but at the end of the day, there are some other running backs I like. Zamir White, so I'm gonna draft him. Also, remember that when you are in different dynasty leagues, the rankings are based on that dynasty league's scoring. So keep that in mind. You may have to just put all your players in a queue so you are not stressed wondering where your players are because they are not available. They may be further ranked down opposed to in other leagues. Again, right here, I need a tight end. I'm going to go with Isaiah Likely. Really like him. I don't have any more picks in. Do I have more? I have one more pick in this draft. It's not until the last round, which is unfortunate. What I will say is, I don't believe that these quarterbacks will be here in the third round. This is not obviously the draft with everyone. So when we have our real draft, I do anticipate most of these quarterbacks being going, if not all, in the second round. So gotta understand that. Now, also keep in mind with this league, we have to start individual defensive players. So that is another thing to keep in mind. Although I don't expect anyone to draft any defensive players, I simply just don't see it. Now, I do need a tight end. I did identify a tight end. I'm not going to go draft another one because I really like Sky Moore here, so I'm going to go with Sky Moore. That was a quick draft. That's what I will tell you. And that's pretty much how it's going to go here. So, again, that was a quick mock draft for us. We have a 10-team league, 2 quarterback, 2 tight end league. Again, everyone is tight on the tight end position. So, I'm going to have to address tight end. But I don't feel like that is a good move in the first round. I'm not drafting a tight end in the first round. If someone else wants to, that's on them. More wide receivers available for me. My goal is to come away with a running back, wide receiver, and a tight end in this draft. If I can add 2 tight ends in this draft, then I will. However, if I get to the end of the first round, which I don't anticipate, and all the quarterbacks are on the board, then I'm going to take a quarterback at the end of this draft. Again, I have it Willis, Kenny. I'm on a first name basis with Kenny. I have Matt, Ritter, and then Howell. That is how I have it. A late quarterback that I'm going to draft in my league that I am in a complete real rebuild is LB. I'm going to identify him. Also, let's see, tight ends. I have it McBride, Likely, Watermeyer. I like DeLucci. There's some other tight ends too. The tight end position, you don't have a Kyle Pitts, but there are some really good tight ends that you can identify in this draft. So definitely consider that as well. So if you can't get some of the top guys, definitely look late and you may be able to round your team out. Understand when you are in a dynasty league, you are not just drafting your team of starters. You are drafting a whole team and you are keeping your team. So you have to consider building your bench as well. So you may not get a player in the third round that's going to start, which I do feel in this draft you will at least at the wide receiver spot. But that player may be somebody who's coming off your bench, which isn't bad because, again, you are building not only your starters, you are building your bench as well. For me, in the league that I am in complete rebuild, I feel like I will come away with some players who will have an impact on my team immediately. And then I do feel like there will be a few of these guys that I draft in the second and third round who will help my team in regards to depth, because you also have to plan for that because it's football. Players are going to get injured. Players are going to miss some time. And you have to have players who are going to start in replace of those guys. So that's what I'm looking for in this draft. First round, obviously, I have 3 picks, and I expect to draft 3 players who are going to start immediately for my team. Second and third round, I'm going to be looking for players who I feel have long-term great value to come off my bench and maybe use as a trading bargain. So again, good draft, y'all. Again, next Saturday, the Black Hand will join me. He is the guru in regards to college football. He knows everything that's going on in college football. So he's going to do his running back rankings and his wide receiver rankings. And we may get him to do his tight end and quarterback rankings as well. So he'll be ranking pretty much all of the top players. We're going to do top 5 at each position, and he is the guru of that. So the Black Hand will be joining me. So next Saturday, we got you covered, and we'll be pretty much letting you know the players we feel are the right players for you to pick. I'm definitely struggling with what I'm going to do at pick 2 and 3 in the league that I am in a deep rebuild. My position, I need everything, I'll say that, but immediate need is quarterback and running back. I am set at my tight end spot with Pitts and Jordan, and also got Hooper, who I feel like has great value this year because he signed with the Titans. And I got Trumbull. Hopefully, maybe another year or two, that'll pan out. I will add another tight end or two in this draft, but it's not an immediate need. Quarterback and running back is at the top of my list, but I don't necessarily feel that drafting a quarterback with pick 2 or 3 is the best move for my team in this draft. But again, I just don't know what I'm going to do, but I may be tempted to. I've been trying so many different strategies for that league, and I still don't know what I'm going to do. But nonetheless, y'all, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave some comments, and hit that like button, and let us know what players you are targeting in your dynasty draft and what positions of needs do you have in your dynasty league. Peace.